Okay, now time to do my review because I just saw the movie. And before I start, I'm gonna tell a little funny story. Like you can skip ahead a little. I actually watched this movie only for the sole reason because I was actually going to see Les Miserables on a play version of it. Some of my friends invited me, and when I got there, the tickets were actually sold out. So I thought, well, since the play tickets are out, I'll just go see a movie. And I was gonna see Source Code, but I figured I've seen a little too many action movies, so I actually told the group I was with, let's go see something else, and we decided on Your Highness. And I actually didn't really follow this movie. Like, I know it's directed by David Green. I don't remember his full name, but he's the guy who made the Pineapple Express, so I thought it would be pretty funny, and but then I saw the reviews, and it was actually really negative for once. Like I think Richard Roper gave it. He said it was a little funny, but a little too juvenile, and Roger Ebert gave it 1 star out of 4. So I was a little cautious, and honestly, on my own kind of feelings to it, I thought it was gonna be bad, but when I watched it, it was funny actually. It was like it definitely is not the best, like greatest funny movie of all time, or it's not even up there with like Monty Python. Like those movies are the funniest. But for what it is, if you just look at it as a movie, a comedy movie, it's not that bad. I mean, like some jokes are very juvenile. Like I'm gonna spoil some stuff. There's a joke where in the very beginning where it's like the main character, who's played by Danny McBride, which I swear to God was Jack Black. So um so the fake Jack Black guy, he's being hung. He's being punished by hanging because he apparently slept with like the Dwarf King's daughter, and the joke wasn't really funny because the punchline of the joke was it's a bunch of midgets. And there was also another joke that didn't work where it's there was what other joke didn't work? There was a joke where Courtney, the squire, he tells a story that he was a sex slave and that his owners taught him sleight of hand, and it's like these small jokes. These jokes don't really work because it doesn't really seem like they were trying. They were just trying to be offensive to get a laugh. Like if you notice, most of the jokes are actually very like risque, and in and s the unfunniness comes from like them trying a little bit too much on the dirt, and but then when they do get it right, like it is funny. Like there are jokes that do work in this movie, and usually it's the jokes where it's trying to take itself too seriously, like like how like in movies they kind of play off on the humor, like a person's taking a situation very seriously, but what they're saying and like the music, it doesn't really seem like it's flowing together, so you find it funny. Like probably the best scene in this entire movie is James Franco like explaining how much he loves Belladonna, or Zoe Deschanel, and he it's actually making fun of like how knights romanticize about the maidens they save. Like he says like the corniest like speech ever. I'm not gonna say it because I'll spoil it. But it's those moments where like it's taking itself seriously that actually makes the movie funny. Like when it's just trying to be offensive, it's not that funny. And there's also some other jokes that kind of just went by me. Like I didn't get I didn't really find the jokes about like marijuana kind of like funny. Like okay, when James Franco was when James Franco was smoking it was kind of funny, but the joke here is that they're smoking marijuana. Like it's not that funny. And also near the end, they rip off. I think it was Robin Hood Men in Tights with the chastity belt, and it's I don't know it's the jokes that don't work are the jokes that are actually a joke. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like when it's trying to be serious, it actually is kind of funny, but when it's like trying to tell a legit joke, it kind of goes flat. I mean, if that makes sense. So overall, like I know the critics blasted on this movie, but give it a chance. Like it's not the best comedy movie, but you'll get some laughs out of it. Like you have to be a little bit fair to this. Just don't listen to the mainstream critics. Like think for yourself on this movie. Like if you don't like it, then you don't like it. But I thought I wasn't gonna like it, and it turns out that I did like it in a way. So yeah, that's my review of Your Highness.